Are you on this wonderful and incredible day? I would like to talk to you today about, well, not I would like to, I'm going to talk to you today about definiteness of purpose. So many times we sit asking ourselves, well, what's my purpose? What should I do now? Where should I do it? And we're so busy sitting asking it, we forget to stand up and do something. That was my challenge as well as other people's challenge. However, I've discovered when somebody really wants to do something, do you know what? Nothing gets in their way. Nothing stops them. They're able to just move forward because they've made the decision. They've set their eyes on that goal. They know what their targets are. They know what the results are that are required to reach that target. And nothing, nobody, and no event is going to stop them. This is one of the reasons why people with spinal cord injuries, some will remain paraplegics or hemiplegics, and others will get up and walk. Yes, I know contract comes into it. I know life lessons come into it. However, there are so many stories of people who've decided, I'm not accepting the diagnosis. This is where I'm going and this is how I'm going to get there. Do they all get there in the way they imagined that they would get there? No. Do they get there? Yes. What is the difference between them and somebody else? It's that major definiteness of purpose as per Napoleon Hill's definition. And that is what I'm asking you in these wonderful and wondrous times that we are living in. Where are you going and how are you getting there? What are you doing to get there? Are you creating or are you just wishing you would get somewhere? My theme has been helping people to discover what takes them from stuck to unstoppable. And one of my things was helping women invent themselves again. And then I was listening to Simon Sinek, and he used a beautiful word called reinvention. When you can decide to leave behind who you think you are here and become the person you are choosing to over here, you are actually reinventing yourself. You already are here, so you're not inventing yourself. You're taking who you were with all of your knowledge, your filters, your beliefs, your values, the experiences you've chosen to have, the knowledge you've gained, the people you associate with, and you're using it to reinvent yourself here, because that is what these times are asking us for, to reinvent ourselves. We've been asked to do it in many, many ways, many, many areas in our life. And the bottom line is, when we choose to reinvent ourselves, we start discovering what is our major definiteness of purpose. And that, people, is what comes forward for me today. Do you truly know what it is you desire to achieve? Because what I found was I would set my sights on this and it would expand, and then I would set my sights on the next thing and that would expand, and I would set my sight, and as each step of the way came, I would evolve, involve, and integrate, evolve some more. I know what I would like to achieve. I know what it is I have set the target to achieve. I want to see 200 women become the most amazing and incredible people that they can be. That, for now, when I've done that, well, guess what? As I start reaching the end of that, then we will move forward from there. That is a major definiteness of purpose. It's a major way of seeing where are you going, who are you going with, and who are you taking with you, and who are you being asked to release and let go of because they are wishing rather than looking at creating. What is the difference between wishing and creating? Wishing is, it would be nice to have that. Creating is, I wonder what it would take for me to do today to have that. I wonder who I can be today to achieve that. What energy, space, consciousness, and choices can my body and I, me and my business be today for me to work with this with all consistency and work into what you are choosing to create, who you're choosing to become. Because there's a huge difference between wishing, oh, I wish I had a chocolate. Oh, I wish I had $1 million. Oh, I wish I had work. That's wishing. That's the butt that keeps you stuck on your butt. Reinventing is when you go, I wonder what it would take for me to be able to get a chocolate today. Am I going to walk there? Am I going to drive there? Where am I going to create the finances to have the money to buy the chocolate? I know that's a silly example, but that's literally what it is. I wish I had $1 million. I wonder what I can do and be differently today to enable that $1 million to flow freely all the way, every month, in fact. Oh, imagine that. What a day. And that is the difference between wishing and creating. And at the moment, we have the most incredible opportunity to create whomever and whatever we desire to be, providing we sit down, we declutter, we get rid of those memories, we get rid of those beliefs that say we can't do it, we shouldn't do it, how can we do it? The only one there that is good is how can we do it? What am I able to do in the next 10 seconds that will enable me within the next 10 years to have $1 million monthly? Really? Is that wishing or is that creating? The next step is to say, let me go and sit and meditate. Let me go and sit and journal. Well, I wonder what's going to come forward. I wonder who I could speak to. What would it take for me to speak to those people? How do I get my guts and my courage up that I go and reach the 5 people a day that it takes to bring that $1 million my way? People, what's the difference for you between wishing and creating? It's about determination. It's about encompassing and absolutely embodying that desire, that dream, and asking yourself with every single action you take, how will this serve me? How will this serve what I'm creating? When you go to buy something, if I buy you, will you help me create my $1 million? If I buy you, will you steal from me creating my $1 million? If I pick up this Mills and Boons book, will it help me create my $1 million or will it not help me? And I want to tell you a secret. I've had several really good business ideas and ways of relationship building from Mills and Boons. And the reason why I'm using this is the other day I found a whole pile and I was said, pick this up, and I opened it and there was my lives for the next 3 days, just in 2 sentences from a Mills and Boons. People, really. However, that goes to illustrate, where are you creating and where are you wishing? Where are you choosing to listen to your inner self? Apply determination, release the but, the want, and the try, because those are getting in the way of you learning to fly. It also takes sound planning. This is what you desire, work it backwards. For me, quite honestly, I cannot see $1 million. I can see 100,000 Rand. And so I set my target for 100,000 Rand a month because I can see that. I can experience that. I have earned that. Okay, it was only 3 months in a row, and it was with my husband for pure honesty and disclaimer. And then our mindset went, our upper limit problem, go back and watch that mastermind, our upper limit problem got in the way, and we crashed and burned. Boy, did we fall further than we'd come. What was the reason for that? Because we hadn't created solid planning, solid foundations, and solid communication. And that's what it takes. That determination should be there. It also requires continuous, consistent, aligned effort, action, and purposing. You can be busy or you can be effective. You can be wishing or being creative. That's a choice. And yes, sometimes it's a really good idea to sit down, take your cup of coffee and go, what shall I do next? Well, for the next hour, just sit and do nothing, because that allows you to connect with your spirit, allows you to connect with your higher self, and allows you to connect with your purpose. For me, it was yesterday morning, getting up, getting in the shower, putting on lipstick and makeup, putting on my rings, my bracelets, and going and standing barefoot on the grass and asking the trees and the flowers to feed me energy. I came in and I had the most incredible day yesterday. What will it take for you to build your determination, your desire, and your dream? What these things of knowing what you desire to achieve, being determined and asking, how will this serve me? Sound planning, continuous, consistent application of what it requires to put that planning into place. What it does is it awakens your purpose. It brings forward ideas, and it brings forward the people, the thoughts, the processes, and the ways that you're going to achieve it. Does it do it all on one day? Absolutely not. And in fact, it can be the most unlikely things that come forward. And you go, how's this going to serve me? What's that going to do to help me? And you hear that still voice inside saying, please do it. Please do it. There's no you have to. There's no get on with it. It's a small voice saying, I would love it if you would put that into place. It would take us so much further. And when you listen and adhere to that small quiet voice that says, I'm whispering your future to you, your major definiteness of purpose comes forward and says, hello, let's go. When you develop self-reliance on that beautiful inner voice, on that deep knowingness, trusting that you hear a bird singing and it sparks an idea, your cat cotches and it gives you another one. Wow, imagine that. I wonder how life can get any better than this. It also helps you to take personal initiative, to step forward into your planning, your action, into that small still voice whispering and leading you forward. It helps you to understand that your imagination is one of the best gifts that you are given, because through visualization you will start visualizing one thing and your higher self will start bringing in other ways, other means, other pictures, other goals, results and targets for you to move towards. It brings forward an expansive creative energy that you would not have had otherwise. Imagination is incredible. Use it with I wonder. Use it with color. Use it with pictures. Use it with music. Use it. Develop enthusiasm rather than excitement. Excitement is a very needy, high energy emotion. It burns out just as quickly. Excitement comes when you think there's a quick fix. Enthusiasm takes you forward when excitement dies, because enthusiasm is a deep inner knowingness. It's a glowingness. It's a bubbling. It's an energy that lifts you. It's an energy that draws you. Enthusiasm is just so beautifully empowering, whereas excitement just fizzles and burns. Self-discipline is a very, very important part of a major definiteness of purpose and moving towards that dream, as is concentrated effort. How do we get the sun through a water droplet to begin a fire? It focuses it. It concentrates it. Hey, Janine, come out and do this with me. I'm sorry, I have lives planned. Hey, Janine, let's go and do that. Awesome. Then we can chat about this. We can have fun and I can refresh my spirit. Different time, different place, different space. My husband has learned that when he was retrenched in November and he was home. He thought I would just be around all the time. And I said to him, sweetheart, here's my schedule. Well, do you have to keep it? Yes, dear, I do. I can adapt it. I can be flexible. And then what happened in January was I started little bit by little bit stepping away from my schedule, stepping away from the concentrated effort that makes my business work. Was this a great idea or was this not a great idea? It just is what it is that I can tell you now. It is a lesson that I learned that I work best by putting in my diary what I am doing that week and I fit it in day by day. You may have a different way. That's your choice. I've gone back to what I was doing and surprise, it's working. I have people coming and joining my group. I have people reaching out and I'm hearing different whispers and different opportunities, and it brought forth the energy to reinvent myself with concentrated effort, focus, planning, lots of enthusiasm, personal initiative, and self-reliance on listening to that beautiful voice. What's required? meditate, journal, have awareness, be creativity, own and access that deep inner power within you, and allow yourself to be time, not allow time to control you. You are control, providing you take time out of the equation and you enable what is to flow forward in perfect, incredible timing, providing you have that definiteness of purpose. Allow it to flow forward, changing your perception of it to a greater, expansive perception. And you know what? You will be reinventing yourself to step forward when others are still crying and looking and wishing. Be creativity, be awareness, be power, and be control, because that allows you to be joy. And when you be joy, that major definiteness of purpose brings to you being money, being achievement, being awesome. Thank you for joining me. Tammy says, perfect timing of this message. And Rosemary says, afternoon. Does anybody have any questions? Pop them below and let me know what they are. Bye-bye.